To start first. Please join the Hangout. Just a minute, you and Shibon. Yes.
Hi Sue, hi Shibon.
Hi. Hi.
So I'll start with my user stories. I'll share my screen. Can you able to see my screen?
Yep.
Yes. So I'll start with the tasks. ELT 1794. As an admin, I need the catalog page name updated so it is accurate. So this is to change the English reader page to catalog. I'll open test site. So as you see, we have changed the English readers URL to catalog for search catalog page.
Great, thank you.
So the next user story is ELT 1790. As an admin, I need reader catalog entries updated so it's accurate. So this is for change. This is for the changes in levels and some more titles included in this document. So you have asked us to include titles and replace teacher resources for Marvel readers. So I'll show you the demo. As you can see here, we have changed our changing planet to level 6 to level 5. And this ISBN is asked to change the title. So the Marvel Guardians of Galaxy Volume 1, the title is changed as mentioned in this. Like this, we have implemented all the changes mentioned in the spreadsheet as well as mentioned in the description.
That's great, thank you.
The next user stories. This is a task ELT 1795. As an admin, I need the reader search section updated for better UX. So here we have changed the search by categories to advanced search, and we have changed the sub-series to series.
That's good, thank you.
So the next task is ELT 1796. As an admin, I need the search result updated so they are accurate. This is to change course/series which will appear in all search results to just series. This is the production URL. I'll change it to text. As you can see here, it will appear for all the search.
It all looks fine. I did a spot check myself and it all looked good.
application. The next task is ELT 1737. As a web manager, I want to achieve the interactive toolkit guide for future reuse. So we have attached the code for interactive teacher toolkit guide of GSC. So this code is from english.com. So we have attached the as a zip file along with the assets, everything included in it.
Thanks. So that's in a zip file.
Yes, you.
Great, thank you.
So the next user story is ELP 1747. As a web manager, I want to update the reader catalog web assets. So this is the next half of the spreadsheet, which we covered from row number 129 to 258, and additional changes which is mentioned in this spreadsheet also. So this is to change book and MP3 to book plus MP3 tag. So we have made these changes in all the titles which is mentioned here, and also we have made the changes which mentioned in this additional spreadsheet. Here we have added a audio link to this Marvel Thor book. So user can able to download the audio file. And for this book, we have changed the author name. As you can see here, we have changed the author name to Edgar Allan Poe. And for this title, we have amended the new description. The new description has been added for this title. So that's it, Shubhan. We have implemented all the changes mentioned in this story.
Look, great, thank you.
So that's it from my end. Balaji will continue. I'll stop.
Hi, Shiv and Simon.
Hi.
I'm just sharing my screen. Shiv, can you able to see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So ELT 1791, as an admin, I need the block feed updated for improved user experience. So this is changes for the block feed updation. So I have already opened in a state server. So as per your suggestion, we'll just make the lines for 3 rows, and we'll just adding a new read more button. The image and this title and the read more button, it will directly redirecting to the particular page. I mean the particular article, and then we'll have the published on this one, the date and the time, so it won't have any other redirection link. Then after that, we'll just added the read more article like this. So this one is directly landing to the particular tag or category. Here we are using tag, GSE tag. So if we click this one, it will directly landing to the tags page, blog tag. So we have another scenario too. So if we have the category, your category block feed instead of the tag, then the read more articles like this button will be directly redirected to the article page, the same like tags landing page. So it will directly go to the article category pages. And the tag scenario is only the article, so it will directly showing, it's simply showing the articles. So I'm just typing slash block field, so it won't have any other tags, it won't have any other categories. So it is just a simple articles. The latest three articles will be directly displaying in the block feeds. So in this scenarios, we won't have the read more article like this button, because it is a single article. It won't include any other tags or category. So in this case, we won't have this third option. Other than that, we'll just have the read more article like this button. It will redirecting based on the tags or category.
Sounds good. Balaji,
Yes,
when Siobhan tries to bring the blog feed into Pearson ELT pages, when she tries to use it in a single column, the image stretches. And I think you can see that slightly there now. I think maybe this image is slightly stretched. Is there? Can you see why that's happening?
1 second.
An example of it on, I think it was on your Apple. Yeah, we can show you. So you can see that stretching there of the image, and I'm wondering whether it's the way that the image has been set, configured in the background. Maybe it's been set so that it will stretch to fill a column space instead of keeping its proportions.
Yes, so yes, we can change. Actually, it is based on the image width and size, image width and resolution, and we can change it. Should
we put it in the next sprint?
Yes, Shiba. We can take it. We can take a new user story for.
Okay, we'll put a story in for that.
Right.
Okay, and the other thing we're going to put a story in for, Balaji, is that issue that I talked to you about a little while ago, some months ago, where if you type in english.com/blog, then you get an error page or something, because it doesn't seem to recognize it without the www. And you were saying to me that that was something that you couldn't replicate, but several of us get that issue.
Yes, Shiban. Actually, the page will be, so if we type the blog URL without www, and it should go to the, it will redirect to the www.english.com/blog. So sometimes, I think sometimes it won't redirect because of the server side error. So we'll just report this issue to the DevOps team and get back to you soon, Shiban.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Because Gemma found that yesterday. She was using Chrome, and I've repeatedly found it as well.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, Shiv. I'll just take it and let you know, Shiv.
Thank you.
Okay. Shall I move to the next user story issue?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, fine. So the next user story is ELT1742. As an admin, I need captcha added to our form so that spam is reduced. So I'll just added the captcha, hidden Google hidden reCAPTCHA to all the forms except the newsletter sign up form. So as we discussed already, so we are using the newsletter sign up form as an HTML format in both the blog and readers. So currently we are having this one, and now I have created two new forms. One is for the blog and another one is for the readers. So this form will directly redirecting to the thank you pages in the same domain. So it won't go to the Pearson form stack page. So this thing we have completed. So we have created two new forms in form stack, and everything is working as expected. So now we are converting. Now we are just integrating in the both the blog and readers separately, because the new form structure and layout is completely different from the old form. So we will just need to do some small level of CSS settings in both forms for the design. So that work the Shake Designer is doing the entire design thing. So except this one, I have added the reCAPTCHA to all the forms. So once we integrate the new form into the blog and readers, then we'll just add a reCAPTCHA to the news letter sign up form and let you know, Shiv.
Okay, fine. Did you need to go into FormStack and add the new domains? Hello?
Can you please repeat the questions, you?
Did you, because you said that you set up the newsletter form in HTML, do you need to put that domain for that page into FormStack? Because I thought that FormStack had a message that said if your forms are on another domain, you need to link the domains into the account.
So you were talking about the iframe admin permission.
I think it was if you were using it as an iframe or an, yeah. I think so.
Yes.
You've done that. So I think what FormStack was saying was if the form is a FormStack URL, and then fine. But if you're using your form under another URL, like you might be using it now under readers.english.com form, then you need to add that domain into FormStack so it's recognized.
Yes, I got it. Yes, you yes, we have created the form like this only. So it will we'll have the three options in Pearson form stack. So we are using we have created the two forms. One is for blog and another one is for readers, and we will implement those forms in the same kind of HTML elements way. Now we have just setting up the form will be directly redirecting to the same landing page itself, because we are going to create a new pages in both the blog and readers. The page name is called thank you pages. So in the page we'll just add thank you for submitting the contents. So that confirmation message. So
Could you go into this story, Balaji, and add the URLs for both the forms and the thank you messages for both the new forms into this story so that we have a record?
Okay, sure.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you.
That's what I mean. So if we see the URLs, they're different from the ones that will be different. Yes.
Shall I go to the next user story issue?
Yes.
Okay, the next user story is ELT1803. As an admin, I need the newsletter sign up form updated to improve user experience. So this user story is for opening the submit opening the confirmation message in new tab. So as we discussed already, so this option is not available in Forms tab. So that's why we have created a new form and redirected to the same domain itself. So this work is completed, and the only pending work is the designing part, and Sheikh is doing that part. And next sprint, we'll just replace both the forms, and after replacing it, so it will be working as expected. It will be directly landing to the same domain.
Okay. I think that all sounds like going into the next sprint.
Sorry, Shibon?
Is that going into the next sprint?
Okay.
Yes. She's asking whether it is going to the next sprint.
Yes, Shivan.
So this will be like a spillover to the next sprint then.
No, this is a new requirement. Actually, we take it because this option is not possible. So better we'll just descope this user story and we'll create a new user story for next sprint and we'll work
Create a
based
new
on
user story or just descope and then pick it up in the next sprint.
either one is fine.
Because the new form creation is done, and last sprint we have implemented with the new designs told by Shibon. So now Sheikh has to do all the new UI changes to the new form also. So
Will you create a new story for the next sprint?
I think we can descope this from the current sprint and then pick it up in the next sprint.
Okay.
Because the story is not entirely completed as of now. The scope is not completed. So, but why the design has to be? I mean, it's not completed since the scope has been changed in the middle. Or
yes, as we are inquiring about the possibilities of
okay, during the call, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The possibility was not easy. We have to create new forms as we have using it as iframe and using it as HTML elements in our domain. We ended up creating two new forms. So the form creation, everything is done. The implementation can also be done, but the UI changes has to be done as said in the last thing. So everything has to be covered. So far, new form is created. The solution we identified, a new form is created. The implementation with UI in readers and blog will take time.
So for the next sprint, the two new forms, they're not going live this week. They're going live after the next sprint.
Okay.
Is that right?
She's asking.
Yes, so Shiban.
Okay. That's fine. Why aren't they going live in this sprint?
Sorry, Shibon, could you please repeat?
What's the issue of why they can't go live in this sprint?
Is the issue to do in this sprint? Design alone is pending, it seems, Shibon.
Because we have already created a form and we'll just make the redirection and the settings and everything we have completed. So the only pending work is the design because this is a completely new HTML format. So we need to change the design requirement based on the new form because already we are using one newsletter form, that form, and the HTML structure is completely different for the newly created form. So we need to apply the same kind of CSS and designing part to the new form. Then we need to integrate in the blog and reader. So it will take some time, Shipan. So that's why it's getting delayed.
Okay. That makes sense.
Okay.
Okay, let's add this as a comment and then we will descope from the current sprint.
I think we have already added.
We have added, we have not mentioned like we will descope it from the current sprint.
Okay, next story is ELT1217. As a web manager, I would like to audit reader form so I can comply with GDPR rules. So this is about the Drupal web form in Pearson readers. So usually initially we'll just created two forms. One is for the basic forms which will get the email address and the type of the user, and second one is the registration form. So this one is the first form. So it will directly get the email address and teacher type. So based on that we will just redirecting to the second form. So once user type the email address and choose the roles, then they have to click the continue button. It will enable. They have to click the continue button. So if the email address is already exists, then they will. Then this form will be disappear. The second form won't become. So they can download the assets. Once they click this type of thing, the cookie will set immediately for 100 days. So it will be automatically expired after 100 days. So the second case is if the user is new. So if the email ID is new, then once the user click the continue button and the second form will be open. So after getting all the data, and we just directly insert this data into the database. So all the database and form is managed from our end. So this form is created by us. So it is a Drupal web form and all the things is managed by us. So once the user is entered, once the user entered all the things, so it will be stored in a database and it will be activated. It will be stored in a user list, and the user will be considered as existing user. So from the next time onwards, if the user use the same email ID, so it will consider. So the user is already exists, so they can easily download all the asset files. So this is the concept for the form, and the cookie days is cookie time is 100 days.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Balaji. Can I ask you, is it possible to replace that system with FormStack?
Yes, it's possible, but based on that, we need to create two forms in form stack. But the only one complicated thing is the submit action, because as per the form stack admin panel, so as we discussed already, so they have provided only the three action items. One is a confirmation message, and the second one is the redirecting to the new page. So this is the thing we can achieve with using the form stack. So as per this thing, we could not able to. It won't be suitable for this functionality.
Because it doesn't provide what? What's missing from FormStack?
Yes, now once you enter the data, so it will validate. So if the user is existing or not. So if the user is existing and redirecting to any other page, but in form stack, it should do something after click the submit button. It will, whether it will show the thank you pages, or it will redirecting to the new page. So this is the option is from the form stack. So this is the only way to the only option action item from the form stack. So that's why we are thinking that so it won't suitable for our existing functionality.
Okay, so are you saying, if I understand you correctly, you're saying that FormStack can't replicate the functionality that Readers currently has, where the email address persists in a database for 100 days, so that if the user comes back, they get straight into the resource. Is that right?
Yes, you partially it is correct. So the thing is cookies also one of the problem in form stack, but the major problem is the download option, because if the user wants to download any other thing, then the form will be appear once they click the download button for a PDF or audio, then only it will appear. So once they fill the data, then we'll just validate the user is exist or not. The page won't be affected. Once they submit all the data, it won't redirecting to the any other page. It will directly download the items only. So this type of functionality and condition we can handle in the web form, or not only web form. So if we handle our own form, then we can whatever the functionality we need, we can achieve it all the functionality from our end. But if we using any other third party service, some of the functionalities we could not able to achieve it. So
Okay.
definitely it will redirect it to the some other page if we use form stack. So definitely once the form is submitted, the confirmation message or the action item, definitely it will be redirecting to the some other page. So this is the major problem from form stack, not only form stack, in all the third party services. So in this case, we could not able to achieve the download option for readers issue.
Okay, fine. That's fine. Thanks, Balaji. I don't intend to move it into FormStack, given what you've said, but I think there will have to be amends to the forms from a text point of view, and maybe to add some links. So I guess that's perfectly possible.
So, can you please send a mail about this? We'll just explore one or two things, then we'll respond it to you soon.
Okay.
Okay, thanks. Okay, I think that's it from my end. Shiv, I have completed all my user stories.
Sheikh?
Anything else?
So over to Sheikh now.
Hi Shiv, hi Shiban.
Hi.
I'm going to share my screen. Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. ELT 1797. As an admin, I need the catalog updated so that it includes the new story readers. In the story, regarding the story, we have changed, made all the changes what you mentioned in the description. I will show the demo.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it seems fine. Just updating all the links in the next
This catalog page. Before that, it has been 3 sections. We have to remove the active section and make it 2 sections. The titles and the description, the links are changed as per the description. The kids to young learner and age 6 to 12. And one more thing added to this link, view story readers. It's linked to story readers page. And then same in teens and adults. And then also change the home page, making very accessible to all this section. We have changed the kids readers to young learners, and also description the same as teens and adults. And then we have created a new page called young learners and teen and adults. In this young learners, this is a combined search for kids readers and story readers. We have to show all here in young learners.
The check against the wording that Anya put into the document.
And teens and adults, under this page, we have to show the active readers and readers combined search results.
As you have mentioned, we have kept it in the order you mentioned. First, the Doctor Who sub-series will appear. After that, Marvel sub-series will appear. After the readers, and then active readers will appear. As also in young learners, story readers will appear as first.
It's great to have two pronouns in the same sentence, isn't it? Maybe it's the title.
From the story, Shiva, you already reviewed and giving some suggestion. It's also done. Shall we move to the next user story?
I think we need to show that to Rachel and Anya. Okay. Get their review, because I think there's a couple of things there that they might want to change when they see it. Like, for instance, where the content promos are for young learners and teens and adults, you've got the links to the separate things. I think they might should that just be a link to one page.
Yeah.
So I think there might be some changes. But yeah, maybe to have a look at it. If you can get a hold of Rachel today, that would be good.
Is that what we're trying to work out though, with the drop down of what we can get rid of?
And we also need to, like, that drop down is massive now.
Yeah.
And it's, all I really want Rachel to say is, yes, it's fine not to offer kids and all these separate single series, but just to go for young learners.
Okay.
Okay, so shall we move on? Or any questions for Sheikh?
I'm just saying, if we've got a little bit of time, we might remove some of those options from the menu under search catalogue. But we need to talk to the product owner today, because the search catalogue page is there. If you hover over it now, you might just want to hide from that menu the single series pages. And if we do that, then we probably, underneath young learners and teens and adults, you'll just get one link there to the young learners and teens and adults pages. But we just want to check that. And also, I just want to make sure we're being consistent around teens and adults, how we describe that, and making sure that we've gone back to what the PO originally requested and that it's the same everywhere. So there might be just a few sort of content amends.
So the story readers, kids readers, the single catalog pages should be hidden, right, Sue? That is what you are saying.
Yes, we want them to be hidden. We just want to check that out with the product owner first.
Right. So once confirmed, we can make the changes, right, Sue? So we will wait for this. Okay.
Not confirmed yet. What I anticipate happening is that under search catalogue, you would have young learners, teens and adults, and then there needs to be a decision made about Marvel graded English readers, which is standing out by itself at the moment, but needs to go into another area, but we haven't had a decision made on it. So we might end up with 3 at the moment: young learners, teens and adults, and Marvel graded English readers.
Okay. Okay, see.
But we'll let you know either today or tomorrow.
Can it be done in a day or two? Today or tomorrow? Yes, Sue.
Hiding the pages can be done.
We can hide the pages.
Hiding the pages from the menu.
Okay.
It will be small changes like hiding the pages or making teens, if that's the case, or changing a link. It's content changes that can be done in the test site very quickly.
Yes, you.
Don't really need a lot of time.
Sure, Sue, we can do it quickly in this server.
Okay, thanks.
Sue, one more thing.
Yeah.
Yesterday I got a mail from Annie Maiden regarding the UFU forms. So
Yes.
she said that we need to desubscribe the
Deactivate her subscription.
deactivate the subscription, all the subscriptions. Once we cancel the subscription, all the forms will be deleted. All the forms and data will be deleted. Is it okay, Shu?
Yes. I've gone through and made sure that they exist elsewhere and they've either been rebuilt in FormStack or else they're not needed.
Okay, so then I'll just download the records from the UFU. Then I'll just cancel the subscription.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Okay. Moving on to the next user story. ELT 1792. As an admin, I need the Pearson English Reader title updated, so it's accurate. This is a just title updated for Pearson English Readers to Pearson English Graded Readers. This is the changes, Pearson English Readers, Graded Readers, and then here. It also done in USA page, also done.
Where?
And then moving on to the next user story. ELT 1793. As an admin, I need the footer link names updated, so they are on brand. This is just titles are changed in the footer links, and also added story readers. I will show there. This is the links as you mentioned in the description, and added to the one news title story readers and link to the story reader pages. And moved on to the next user story. This is a task. ELT 1767. As an admin, I need the reader's banner updated so that it fit the brand. This is a just banner update, banner image updated. This is the banner. That's,
Thank you.
yeah, okay.
With more stars.
That's it from my end.
I guess that's all for the review. Okay, any questions, Sue and Shibon, regarding the review?
No, that's fine, thank you.
Okay, so shall we proceed with our backlog grooming session?
Yeah.
Okay, let me share my screen then. I'll refresh once. So the first one, 1831.
Yes, this is already discussed in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the continuation of ELT 1797.
Updating titles, okay.
Not updating titles, changing the URLs.
URLs updated, okay. So you're clear on this, or do
Yes,
you
yes.
want to clarify or discuss? Okay, so shall we enter the story points now? I mean, if you are clear, then we can enter now.
Changing six English readers to URL changes. One second.
Okay.
Then because we are using this backlist pages, so
Estimation.
So what I'm saying is, so we'll just rename the URL aligns for all the three pages. Then we'll just make the redirection for the existing URL to the new URL. So which means no need to change it in each and every single pages. The existing URL will be directly redirected to the new URL.
So, Shibon,
Yeah.
the regarding the URL changes, so we as this three major URLs is involved in lot of the contents. We have so many backlinks inside the contents also. So we will create a redirection. So kids English readers will be redirect. If you enter kids English readers, it will be redirected to kids readers. So we will create a redirection so it will be easy and it will be applied to all the links inside the content also. Is it okay? In the URL name will be kids readers only.
Content page to kids readers.
Sorry, just Kalpana.
It's Sriniti.
Oh, sorry. What I'd like the page to be called, the page to be kids readers.
Yes, you the name is already changed. The name and the tooltip is already changed in this print itself. The URL changes alone we asked for the next print. If the URL name will be kids-readers and active-readers only. There will not be any change in the names.
Okay, so are you just suggesting a redirect so that we don't lose the traffic from the previous URL?
Yes, you.
Okay. So can you add that in the comments on this story?
Okay, Sue.
We like how you will implement.
You put the before and after URLs, please, so that we can see where they're being redirected from and to.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, do we want to estimate now or after the confirmation? Sriniti and Balaji.
1 point for redirection, 1 point for page changes, 1 point for testing. 3. Testing effort.
Testing effort, because whether we will redirect or change the name, he has to check whether
So
it
this is
redirected to
the
correct page.
main landing page, and we'll just map it in a lot of pages.
Okay, so Shibon, 3 points for this story.
Okay.
Okay, so moving on. The next one is a task. 1828. Vanity URL for the portal, so it can be accessed by users. English.com portal to English.com login.
It's just a vanity or so. So, actually, I have only one doubt. So we can create a vanity URL, but from URL is english.com/portal and to URL is english.com login, and we don't have any other page called login. So if we set up the redirection page like this, then it will be going to the 404 page.
Shibon, can you please help with this question? Looks like we don't have a login page, so we might end up with 404 page.
If I update the link, because english.com/login looks to be its own vanity URL. If I send you the original link, will that work? If you go on english.com/login,
We are getting page not found.
No, that's not login. That's /portal. Yes.
Okay.
Give the link.
It's we are getting it right.
We do have a page.
English.
For portal we
Bachelor
don't
application.
have, but for login we do.
Just // login.
We have.
We have already set up a redirection for English login.
Does that like, will that work?
Oh, yeah, I think that's what we want, is it?
Okay.
What? Just a second. We're just going to talk amongst ourselves.
Okay.
So I think what's wanted is an English.com portal. Richard, this is, isn't it? Yeah. He wants this as a vanity URL to go to currently a pearsonelt.com page that hasn't been.
Oh,
It's going to be like
just go to
portal page that we create that then has a piece of content on it that links to English.com, to that URL that you had just now, which is also has a vanity URL of English.com login that you can get to directly. But this is the English dashboard link here. So this is simply a vanity URL that's going to a page that we haven't created yet. It's probably a good idea for you to create a page in MC that's called portal, and see if you can create it as high up the hierarchy as possible, and then give that URL to them to point you portal to.
That's fine.
That will sort that out.
The whole picture of what was wanted.
No, I think that's because it kind of changed after you requested it.
Okay.
And he's also not very familiar with what he's asking for. So, yeah, we'll amend that story, and it's just basically we'll create a page on Pearson ELT, and then we would like you to make a vanity URL English.com portal that goes to that page. So we'll give you another URL in the next day or two.
Okay, Stu, that will be fine.
Okay, so moving on. (1804). As an admin, I need the search function updated so that it links correctly.
Well, so
Are we good with this, Balaji or Srinidhi? Or any clarifications?
research. Just going to
Sue, we have one doubt that needs to be clarified. So, it is only for the sub-series like story readers, or it is for active readers, kids readers also?
it's for all of them.
All of them. It's just an example, story readers.
Is it? It's what Rachel wants for.
Just a minute, Shibon.
She wants those to go to the category page within search results.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, this is
Results with your own parameters. You will get paid.
Any other clarifications? No?
But otherwise,
Estimation, please. You need to analyze, okay. Shibon, we will do the estimation on Thursday
Okay.
for this story. And then, do we have any other priorities, you and Shibon?
We want to add in the into the search filter what we talked about in our last call. I
Can you
think
hear me?
with the young learners and the teens and adults under a category that might be called age group, but we haven't got the wording defined yet. So that will be a story.
Sorry, Sue, we missed you the last part. Could you please repeat?
We want to add a story so that the search filter has an age group filter under which you see young learners and teens and adults.
Adding a subfilter to the search category.
Okay.
But
So-
at the moment, we get the wording defined by the product owner, so we'll write that story, or Siobhan will write that story when we've got that identified.
Okay, Sue.
And then we'll go to existing search pages. It will go to the young learners page you've created in this sprint and the teens and adults page you've created in this sprint.
Okay. So that's it for sprint 89, Sue.
Yeah, I don't think we've got anything else.
From our end, I think we don't have any, except like one story will be descoped from this sprint and we'll be picking it up in the next sprint. Other than that, we don't have any pending stories.
So do we not have very many points in this sprint?
Just a second, Sue. Uh, 21 points for the team.
And how many are we up to?
We are still yet to estimate few stories, Sue.
Okay.
Maybe during the planning we can get to know the exact number.
Okay. We'll pick it up on Thursday then.
Yeah, on Thursday.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so team, anything else that you want to discuss? Okay, so that's all from our end, Sue and Shibon.
Okay, thank you. Oh, Kalpan, how are you getting on with the, can you just catch me up on what you're doing about the test resource? Maybe offline?
Testing
QA.
QA, an update about the QA resource, Sue?
Yeah.
Okay, we are getting the candidates for interview, but still we have not met the, I mean, we find like they are below average, so we are still waiting for the right candidate to join us.
Okay.
So hiring is still in progress, you.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thanks, you. And thank you, Shibon. Let's meet on Thursday then.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll speak Thursday. Thanks, bye.
Bye.
Right.